What's happening, everybody, and welcome to the Pops and Wiz SportsCast. We're your host. My name is Mr. Whiskers, and to my right is Papa K. Dad, how you doing tonight?
Oh, just marvelous.
Just marvelous. Oh my God!
You got it. That's going to be your trademark.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
you know, I've noticed a couple of things, lately, and to all the other streamers, all my other friends out there that stream, that are watching this, it feels like they're just giving emote slots away because not much has changed during our our streams and everything. Like we've been keeping everything just the way it is, and subscriber counts, follow counts, everything's just been staying chill. And I got a notification that was just like, oh hey, you unlocked another emote slot, and I was like, I didn't do anything. But that's awesome. And then there's animated ones, which I think is really cool. I got to talk to Brittany about that actually and find out if she knows how to do that. But I was thinking like oh my God, if we could do something with that, that'd be a lot of fun.
Just put it on top of your hat.
Like, right,
hat you make.
Yeah, like right across here.
The whiskers, oh my
Like,
God.
oh my God.
I think it'll go over well.
But we have a lot of awesome things to talk about today. One of the things Pops and I have been talking about over the last couple of weeks, something we wanted to do on the show, actually, was we thought about as we've been watching the Thursday night games together after the show. We normally watch the second half, and tonight we have the LA Chargers against Kansas City Chiefs. That game's currently going on right now, and oh my God, we don't have it on Pop's Picks, but man, I'm feeling the Chargers on this one, Pops. What about you? It's tough, right?
KC's on a roll right now.
It's such a tough choice.
They've only allowed 27 points in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
That's damn good compared to earlier when they were losing.
Yeah.
They were allowing, I don't know what they said, 28 points a game.
Well, who would you pick tonight?
KC.
You would go KC, and I would be going Chargers. Now, one of the things is we didn't put it on the board, not because it was a hard game to choose, but because we don't really... I think we're going to kind of get away from the Thursday night games because we don't like having to take the board out, set it up, and then put it back just to take it out again later. We feel that it's just... We like, right? I don't mind. You feel the same way?
Yeah. I think the game is great tonight.
Yeah.
Some games haven't been that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, just to keep the flow of the Pops Picks going without taking the board out, putting it back, we're leaving it there. What I was getting into, though, one of the things we've been noticing in football this season, we just kind of really started diving into it, talking about it a bit, was how many rules have changed over the course of football.
Oh.
And since I've been following it in my, 16 years of following football?
Yeah.
Give or take, how many rule changes I've seen, and Papa K going all the way back to when he started following it in 1961, how much the game has changed for you. Oh, yeah. And so we talked a little bit about it. We thought it'd be a great episode to do the show where we discuss how different the game is and how much it's evolved.
Our audience is not going to believe how many changes they've made.
We had Papa K, told him, he had them all up here. I was like, just write them down, though, because sometimes...
Thank God you told me that, because some of these...
Yeah.
I wouldn't have remembered.
So, Papa K's got it in the book right now. We will be doing Pop's Picks later. We have a lot of great games up there. We'll be going over everybody's records so far. Really awesome that you all have been joining us on the picks and see where you guys are at.
4-0.
Nick 4-0.
God.
Right over there with Dooney.
Swift 0-3.
Oh, Swift 0-3. You got Nicky 4-0. I know Goonie B, I believe, is undefeated as well, right? Well, no, he doesn't have a loss. He's not in the loss column yet. So, yeah, undefeated, right? That's the right way to put that.
Check. Yeah, 3-0.
Mm-hmm. Which also, I know, I saw Goonie B had tweeted out, he's got the stomach virus. So he had to cancel 2 streams this week. Goonie, if you ended up watching this, if you're watching it right now, if you're watching it, we hope that you're feeling better, man. And, can't wait to see you back streaming again, buddy. So take care of yourself. Plenty of Right. What do you got to eat with a stomach virus? Like dried toast and stuff?
Yeah. If it's like, I hate to say it, like diarrhea or something like that.
Gotta go like dried toast and ginger ale.
Yeah.
So hopefully you got plenty of dried toast and ginger ale and stuff.
Jack Daniels.
No.
I'm only kidding.
Don't listen, Papa K. Don't listen to him right there. No Jack Daniels with the stomach virus. But again, Goonie, we hope you're feeling better, bro.
All right, you want to get started here?
So let's talk about some of the rule changes, Pops. How much the sport has evolved. First thing you want to start with, what is that?
Let's go over the quick ones that, were never around. They are now. 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion wasn't around when you first...
Only in college.
Only in college football.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, I got to ask you a quick question. When you started following football in 61, were you immediately a Giants fan, or were you like...
Right away.
Right off the bat?
Because of my brother.
Because, Uncle Bruno.
He was a Yankee and a Giants guy, so he got me. And he got me with the Knicks and the Rangers later.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
so,
right
2-point conversion only existed in college back then.
As I remember, but never in the pros.
Do you remember when they implemented it?
In the pros?
Yeah.
God, it's got to be at least 10, 15 years now.
That it's been there?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was much longer than that.
I'm guessing. Maybe somebody else knows, but
we'll bring it up again later,
Another quick one. No challenges.
There was no challenges back then.
Never. And no official review.
I remember when did the so I know it's simple math right here, but when did they start with the Super Bowl? Because it didn't always have
66.
66. Okay, so 5 years after you started following.
Yeah.
So it used to. How did that used to go? It used to just go into the playoffs and then that was it, or it was just a season and then the final.
Yeah. Well,
how was that set up?
Whoever I think they had a 1-game playoff, maybe. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
It was a 1-game playoff.
Not like now. There was no wild card.
Yeah.
That's another thing I didn't write down, but there was no wild card.
So no wild cards. That was something implemented.
I think you only had to play like one team. Like AFC had to play their two, whoever was number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like the Jets beat the Raiders in 68-69. And Kansas City, I forgot who they beat. I think they beat the Vikings. Anyway, and then they faced each other for the Super Bowl. Now, it's wild card, next one, till the Super Bowl.
And they didn't it just used to be one wild card, one AFC team, one NFC team. Now there's extra. Yeah,
there's 2 wild cards.
There's 2 wild. So that's another thing that changed because they added the wild card. It was just a 1 wild card game.
Right.
Between an AFC, right?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah. What they're trying to do right now is I got it wrong now. I'm talking about a different sport. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That, like I said, let's see, what else we got here? Oh, easy ones. The kickoff. Used to be from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you would get a lot more kick returns back then. And I remember this is something that that was a rule that they implemented. This was during the time that I've been following football.
Yeah.
This wasn't something that started in the 60s or 70s.
No.
This was something way more recent.
Yeah. I don't understand that at all. Because to me, that was a kickoff was one of the most exciting plays.
You said less than 10 years ago, right? They started doing
Don't know. I'd be guessing.
I don't think they did it. I know they didn't do it in 2007.
No, that's right. That was a Giants year, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if they didn't. I'm just thinking of Giants Super Bowl because like those seasons obviously being extremely memorable for me. I don't think they did it in 2011 either.
I don't remember. Like I said, I think it's a BS rule. Because I think you're taking it away. First of all, let's say the team needs a touchdown late in the game. It's always, it's a touchback.
Yeah.
They don't even give the chance. Because, first of all, these kickers have gotten a lot better.
Oh, my God.
Compared to my day. These guys kick 75, 80 yards on a kickoff like it's nothing.
Like, when you started watching, what was, like, the longest field goal back then that really blew your mind?
50 yards.
50-yarder.
Yeah.
A 50-yarder back then was like, holy shit, that guy's got a leg.
Yeah, till Tom Dempsey on, I forgot the name. I think it was New Orleans, broke the record at one time. This was maybe 30-some years ago. Kicked a 62-yarder.
I think 64 now is the record.
66.
66?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think they're taking away from that, What's the other one? 2 offensive plays. could not touch the ball in my day. Like if I threw it to you and you touched it and your teammate caught it, no good.
So we're talking like, so they have the trick plays that they do now, these toss behinds.
Now it's okay. Now it's allowed.
That's insane because you see some of these. Again, before we go any further, I just want to kind of take in a lot of the stuff you just said.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through this whole list in the blink of an eye. We just started.
I remember this call in the Super Bowl. It happened. And it might have cost the team the game because one guy touched the ball and the next guy caught it. No good. Can't do it. Now it's illegal.
So going back to the kick. Here, put the book down for a second. Going back to the kick return. That was one of the most exciting plays I feel in football. Again, for those that don't follow the NFL all that much, they used to, at the start of the game, at the start of a half, after a touchdown, after a score, that team kicks the ball to the opposing team, and it would always be from the 25-yard line.
Yep.
And then over time, and let me tell you something, you'd normally see the ball land, like if you were a good kicker, you'd see it around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, maybe.
Now,
even at 25-yard line, it would go to the end zone, the way these guys can kick.
And it was just, it was amazing, though, because it gave an opportunity.
Yeah.
It gave an opportunity, to get the ball and bring it back to, like, maybe the 40, 50-yard line.
Great field position, yeah.
Great field position, couple of passes, you get in field goal range.
Remember what I said earlier. If it's a close game, let's say there's a minute and a half to go, and you're only down by one score. Now, you're on a 25, instead of maybe the guy returns the ball.
Now,
that was 100 yards.
I understand that they put that into play. This rule, they put this rule, right, to protect the players.
I have no idea why they did this. Why?
Now, again, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was to protect the players because, it was another opportunity for an injury to happen. And they were like, how often is it run back for a touchdown, really?
Yeah.
But when you saw anybody, it didn't even matter what team you were watching. I mean, if it was your own, then you were losing your mind, like praying that there wasn't a flag on the field for holding or something on the return team. But it didn't matter which team you watched. When you saw somebody get a kick return for a touchdown, even today, and how much harder it is to do today.
Yeah. Look at last week, the Arizona game. The guy went 97 yards.
I'm not going to lie, I missed a bunch of games this past weekend because, we watched the Bills game, which was a rough loss right there. But Monday, we were taking Mom home.
Yeah.
So, we didn't really catch the Monday night game. Honestly, I was so shot from the weekend.
Too many parties.
But I burned, like you always said, when you burn both ends of the candles,
it's gonna catch
the candle. I burned myself out.
Yeah.
And oh my God.
It happens during holiday time.
Yeah.
I went through this when I was your age.
Well, I'm definitely going to try to pay more attention to that and plan more accordingly.
Yeah.
But so I missed a bunch of games. But now. I was saying something here. The kick return. And see when he grabs the book. I was trying to make a point, and I see he's already. Papa K is not
I thought we were
very.
done with what we were talking about. Okay, all right.
Just give you Papa K. Not very patient sometimes. He's ready to go into the next one.
We have so many.
I know, but we have. Well, no, we could do the first half of the show this way.
Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you already went through like 6 of them.
Yeah, maybe 4.
4, so let's what I wanted.
Like 20.
My idea was to at least briefly go over it a little bit, not just say them out and then go.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
We go over it a little bit and talk about some memories that we've had, especially during how we feel about it. Honestly, for me, the kick return when they changed that's one of the ones I disliked the most. Yeah. I do not like.
You like great players that return the ball. Chicago had one.
Like we just said, even if you don't return the ball for a touchdown, right? The important thing is field position.
Yeah. Now you're on the 25 automatically, right? But now you could be on the 50, midfield.
Hell, even if you're on the 40-yard, you're on 40.
Especially in this day and age where these guys kick field goals like 50, 60 yards. It's nothing.
Yeah.
And some guys miss chip shots. But, a lot of the good kickers, they'll kick the ball 65 yards and they'll go 10 more yards. You guys said it could have been a 75-yarder.
I know, when they get a real good foot on the ball. Yeah. But, yeah, that's one that really I was unhappy with.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm still...
And I don't see how it protects the players. I'm sorry.
Well,
it's one play.
What their thought process is this. How much candy wrappers have you thrown in here?
I don't know. 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, there's a ton.
6, 7.
I can't get the cans in to lay evenly.
Damn it.
Yeah. Just put them behind you.
I'll put them in my pocket, mate. There we go.
No, he won't. I find his candy wrappers all over that couch every Thursday night. He leaves, hey, all right, give me a call when you get home, and then I look over and I'm like, how much chocolate do you eat during the show?
You see how small they are.
I know. Did a little bite, little fun size.
It's my cheat day.
So, for me, that was one rule that it was probably in my top 5. What is a rule that has changed in football that really just, like, to this day, when they implemented it, that you were like, one of your top rules that you dislike the change?
Oh, boy, let's see.
Ooh, that was a real salty piece. Chex Mix is banging.
I would have to say. There's so many here.
Wait, like off the top of your head, what is one that really just?
I do not like the hands to the face penalty to the offense and the defense, but the running back can stiff arm the guy right in the face. To me, that's hypocritical.
Let's get into that a little bit. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, for some of our friends out there,
that was never around.
Some of the fans of the show that maybe not follow football too much, hands to the face. So
it was never a penalty.
Defensively, right?
And
it's
offense.
A penalty.
And offense.
And offense.
Yeah.
But not for a running back. So wait, a wide receiver can't do hands to the face.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
So wait, who on the offense can't do hands to the face? And break down hands to the face when it.
Well, usually like this, when they get right to the helmet, to the face guard.
There's that, and then there's face mask when you grab the.
That's different.
That's a different one.
Yeah. That's different. That's always been a penalty, but that's never changed.
So hands to the face.
I think it's the offensive and defensive line that can't do it. Tight end, maybe even.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
But that's like you pushing the guy's face up.
Don't you think it's hypocritical that the offensive running back can do that to the defensive man? But if he does it, it's a penalty? Come on. To me, that's hypocritical.
What I think is even, just to add to that, so, we were talking about the Giants and Cowboys earlier, and, for those that might be watching that game this weekend, what it looks like, it doesn't seem that Daniel Jones is going to be starting as quarterback for the New York Giants this weekend. He still has that neck injury. Now, we're talking hands to the face. Yeah. Like, even for a running back on a team to do hands to the face, but they don't call it for running backs or wide receivers. You're literally turning the defender's head around, neck injuries.
So why is it a penalty against the offensive defense? I don't understand that at all.
There's some things...
It should be one or the other.
Yeah. There are some things there that I think are just so hypocritical.
I think it's a good call doing that because you're pushing the guy's neck back. But then call it on the offensive running back, too.
You should call it on both.
They call it stiff arm. Well, what the hell are you doing?
No. Your hand is in their face.
Yeah.
Hands to the face.
Yeah. No.
Come on.
It's terrible.
That's why I think, what? Like you said, do it across the board. I don't think it should. You want to talk about player safety? And, again, I don't know. I don't think this is the reason that Daniel Jones is out with a neck injury. I don't really know what happened to his neck. But we just know he's probably going to be out the rest of the season.
Fracture.
It's a fracture. Okay.
They won't let him play. The doctor says
he
gets hit, it can paralyze him.
Yeah. No, fuck that. We don't want that.
No.
But just thinking about Daniel Jones having a neck injury and how that penalty, how it's allowed for a running back or a wide receiver, but not allowed. Nobody else is allowed to do it. So a defender coming in, you could twist his fucking head around, and then you could sprain or strain or, God forbid, fracture something, and there's no penalty. Because this is what we allow to be acceptable. This is what's okay in our minds. I think that's crazy.
No. Like I said,
I agree with that one.
I understand checking.
Because it's hypocritical.
You know what I think really see if you agree with me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
With all the rule changes, right? I think they're really up protecting the offensive player and really taking the defensive player away from his game.
I remember, I couldn't agree with you more because I remember, and you even made a really good point a while back when all this really, when all these rules really started coming into play, really started coming into the game.
Yeah.
And I remember like watching a game with you, and the penalties were galore that game. It was like, they were trigger happy, just throwing the yellow flag out. And I remember you looking at me going, if you're in college right now, why what at all would make you want to be a defenseman? Why would you want to play for the defense in the NFL when everything that you were trained to do is they're gonna hold it again?
They train you in practice to hit as hard as you can.
Yeah, and then you do, and it's a penalty because you roughed the
and
pad.
sometimes you're kicked out of the game.
Yeah, you know what? With your pen, start crossing
Check
off.
it off?
Yeah, start checking off some of the ones we covered because now that we're deep in it, like I'm really gonna start because I've already thinking now. We're talking about hitting as hard as you can. Let's get into this right now. One that bothers roughing the passer.
I got that here.
All right, I want to get into that right now because you just said hitting somebody as the defense is trained to hit as hard as they can, and I've seen plays where in motion they broke through the offensive line and a defender will go for the quarterback before he's throwing the ball. He might be set to throw the ball. Can we get the football behind you? Yeah, let me get that bad boy. It's a little deflated. Tom Brady must have been around.
Coming next week.
I'm sorry.
I put it on the side already.
What?
I got the pin and the pump.
You didn't hear my funny Tom Brady joke.
What is it?
I said it's a little deflated. Tom Brady might have been
please.
I'm kidding, no. I'm
That
kidding.
was half
Again,
ass.
I know. That was some bullshit back then, but I thought it'd be funny. It was a corny joke. But a defender, the quarterback could be going back like this, getting ready to throw the ball. Defender's already in midair.
Yeah.
Going for the midsection of the quarterback.
Can't stop himself.
He's in midair. Is he fucking Superman?
They call a penalty.
And then knowing that he's hitting him, tries to make sure that he lands him down.
They still call it.
Like, okay, I'm hitting him appropriately.
I want to protect the quarterback.
I'm not trying to kill the dude.
Yeah.
But I want him to fumble the ball.
Right.
I want him to mess his throw up, possible interception, possible pick six. But
Ridiculous calls. The only one I agree with is the helmet to helmet. That I totally agree with.
helmet to helmet, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Or even if the guy slaps his head with his arm, I could almost agree with that.
Sometimes, but like I feel like the rule on that really needs to be the videos need to be shown on what is an actual slap to the helmet, because you see every quarterback has everybody, just like in pitching, has a different stance. There are a lot of quarterbacks, they got a different way of how they set up to throw the ball.
Yep.
Some of them come in a little closer to their head. You'll see sometimes these guys are side arming the ball to get around defenders. Patrick Mahomes is notorious for that.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to cause the quarterback to fumble the ball, and they train defenders, go for the ball. Always go for the ball.
Lawrence Taylor started that.
Knock the ball out of his hands so that we can get it back.
Yeah.
If I'm the kind of if I'm a defender and I'm going for the quarterback and he's throwing like this, and
Hit his arm.
I'm going. I know. But again, you're trained to go for this.
Yeah.
You're trained to go for this.
Yeah.
And then I graze your helmet. And I think
No.
this should be specific. I think we should really.
The NFL has to change that rule.
Yeah.
The officials are following what the NFL is telling them. Protect the quarterback.
Listen.
But sometimes, give me a break.
In this episode of Pops and Wiz, and I want to make this clear right now, none of this at all is directed towards the referees.
No. They are trained or taught or told to do this, but I think their judgment is a little bit off.
Yeah, the judgment on the field in the middle of the game. I feel that
you can tell what is potential. You know, when a guy grabs him, like you said, by the chest, and then he pile drives him. That's stupidity.
Yeah.
Automatic penalty. But if he's hitting him hard, coming like full speed, like
he faked out an offensive lineman.
He's just releasing the ball and he gets hit in the chest. No. Sorry.
No, sorry. That's when, as you know, especially as a quarterback, you got to look at your offensive line and be like, guys, I ain't taking you out for a steak dinner tonight if you let me get hit like that again.
Yeah.
That guy blasted 6 of my ribs out my back.
You let him get right past you.
Yeah. So that I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yep.
I don't like that shit either.
All right, so helmet to helmet, we just pretty much discussed.
Helmet to helmet. Yeah, I mean that one's pretty. That's been a rule change, but that's a rule change I agree with 100%.
A real quick one now. The hash marks. I told you about this, right?
Mm.
Years ago.
Break it down.
Years ago. Now you see the ball is put in the middle of the field. Years ago, if the guy was tackled on the right sideline, that's the way we would have snapped the ball. You had to make sure you got your player to get it back to the middle of the field. Now it's automatic.
So if I'm on the offense, right, and I'm trying to set my team up for a field goal,
yeah,
and as a quarterback, I throw it to the sideline, and the guy gets tackled at the sideline.
That's where the ball stays.
That's where they're kicking the ball from?
Not anymore.
Oh, my God.
Now they bring the ball
I honestly wish, like, is there video of that?
I don't know.
Oh, my God. That's something I would love to see.
I remember when I went to the Giant games in Yankee Stadium. You know, what's his name? Whoever the quarterback was lining up, and there was the coach.
Hey, man, don't miss this. Oh, we're going to lose.
Yeah. I agree with that now, that they did that. Now your hash marks are this way.
Because that's even more of a distraction, having people right, like, literally from you to me.
Yeah, and where are you going to run? The guy on the right side can't go in there because he's almost out of bounds. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if that used to be...
Well, no,
all your receivers were on the left side.
If you're a kicker...
Yeah.
As the kicker, so if it's back then you said it was at the sidelines.
Mm.
Let's say you're right-handed, like you're right-footed.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. What if it's on the left side of the field, on that side? So now you have to set up out of bounds.
Well, most teams immediately after they got the ball over there would try to get the ball to the center of the field again, but now they do it automatically.
Yeah.
No matter where the play is outside. The referee brings the ball back to the center field.
I'm sure there's been occasions where like there was a rookie quarterback, wasn't thinking about what down it was, threw it over there, and his kicker's going, "What the? Where am I going to kick it?"
Yeah.
And I stand in the stands.
That was a great rule.
Yeah.
Another great rule to me. Roughing the kicker. It's still here, but in my day, it was automatic 15 yards. If you went like that. On the guy's leg was 15 yards, automatic first down. Now it's up to the referee, 5 yards or 15 yards.
Well, what would determine the 5 yards and the 15?
Depends on the play.
How egregious the hit was?
Exactly. If he thinks
so that grazed the kicker's foot?
Nothing, 5 yards. And by the way, let's say it's 4th and 15, you're not getting a first down. Because it's only 5 yard penalty. But it was 15 yards in my day, or still today. It's automatic first down.
Automatic first. That's another rule. It wasn't like so certain penalties are an automatic first down, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the next one I'm going to go with.
Let's do it.
Defensive holding. I think that's a BS rule. In my day, offensive holding was a 15-yard penalty. Defensive holding was a 15-yard penalty.
So break down the differences.
Offensive holding now is 10 yards.
Okay, but offensive holding, like. Well, it's just holding. I mean, it's basically self-explanatory.
But it's a 10-yard penalty. Defensive holding, it could be 3rd and 30, and I grab you, it's automatic first down.
That's another automatic first down.
I disagree with that.
That's insane.
Yeah. I think if you're going to do that, go back to 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And not an automatic first down. Because
like
the guy
you said,
tells him.
Especially if let's say the offense is just, again, let's say the refs even are flag happy that day, and you just made a great point. You're 4th and 30.
Yeah.
And you get a holding call on the defense. And,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. 3rd and 35, and a 5-yard penalty.
Dude.
Automatic first down.
And you know when that dude went to his locker,
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a pink slip in there. He's saying, "Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Get out of here!"
Another real quick one. There was never a 10-second runoff. You know how they do it now? When it's under 2 minutes?
Wait, what?
A 10-second runoff. If you don't have a timeout and there's a penalty or something like that, they take 10 seconds off the clock.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
Okay.
They do it now. They never did it.
Oh, they never did it.
Never did it.
I don't agree with that one then at all.
No. Especially if the game's crucial. You just took
10 seconds.
Sometimes it's 2 plays.
Can be two. Yeah, it could be two really quick plays.
Yeah.
Again, something that when you think about 10 seconds in football, how major that is. Like we just said, that's 2 quick passes to set up for a field goal, a possible field goal.
Exactly.
attempt.
Yeah.
That could be one play right there in the red zone that changes the entire face of the game.
Yeah. This rule I agree with. In my day, every time you went out of bounds, the clock stopped. Now
It's funny. It's like you're reading my mind because I was just thinking. I was like, see. You agree with this rule. I disagree with it.
No, I don't like it. I like.
So go ahead, break it. Go ahead, go into it, Pops.
Well, now, in the first half, the second quarter, clock only stops when it's 2 minutes and under.
What it used to be. It just stopped all the time.
All the time. Every time you ran out of bounds.
I think 2 minutes and under.
I think they should make it 5 like they do in fourth
you.
quarter.
I think so too.
Fourth quarter is 5 minutes and under.
Stop the clock because
Multiple times.
you know what? 9 times out of 10, the defense knows where you're trying to throw the ball. If they know you're behind and you really need to score quick, you're trying to preserve, the clock.
Yeah.
A lot of teams know. Okay, and if you don't, then obviously you know where you rank defensively in the NFL, but you got to play those guys man-to-man coverage.
Yeah.
Sidelines. You know where the ball's going.
Yeah.
You want to keep that ball in bounds. Keep the clock running. Time management is a huge thing.
Yeah. One other thing that happens all the time, they just call it differently. They might, when a guy they punt the ball, right, and the guy's running back, and the guy hits him in the back, and they go like this.
Illegal block in the back.
Yeah, it was called clipping in my days. Now it's illegal block in the back. Same thing, but just a different. How would you say?
I can agree with that rule,
Analogy.
though.
Yeah.
I can agree with that rule change.
Oh, here's another one that never happened. Offensive interference.
I wanted to get into this, and I'm glad you're bringing this one up right now.
Now, here. Not if the receiver is going like this and pushing himself away. That's offensive interference. But now, if you're the wide receiver and I'm the guy next to you, right?
Yeah, ball's coming in.
But first of all, if the ball is not even thrown yet and I'm pushing the guy away already, you're the intended receiver. I'm blocking him. That's offensive interference now. Before the ball is thrown.
Well, see, but again, here's the thing, though. You're not allowed to touch the guy after 5 yards.
Defensively.
Defensively.
I'm talking offensively.
Offensively. Okay, hold on. Break that. I was, in my brain right there, I was thinking of defensive pass interference.
You're the wide receiver.
I'm the wide receiver.
I can't cut the other guy off, or I can't touch the other guy that's trying to tackle
As the
you.
wide receiver.
Yeah. Oh, that's offensive interference, though. That never happened. Not that I remember.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these, this particular area right now that we're getting into, and this is one that I find that they really just, again, up to a referee's judgment on the field, because I've seen games. I remember watching, the Cowboys in the playoffs. It happened to them.
Yeah.
I think it was against the Saints, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And, I think the Cowboys were driving down the field. They really needed to score, right? About to be eliminated. And I think they did. I think they lost because of this one penalty. I forgot who they were throwing it to again. My mind's a little foggy on that play. I think they were playing the Saints.
Saints, okay.
And this was a playoff game. And it was a pass, kind of like up the middle, but towards the left.
Mm-hmm.
And they called it, what did they call it? I think they called it offensive interference because they say he pushed off the guy or something.
Okay.
And it sent him back. And it actually got to a point where, like, after that, it was over. Like, that was the one. So many of these calls these days could, again, just to give an idea of, like, in this case, the Cowboys didn't make it past that round.
Okay.
All right, and it was a bogus call. I'm a Giants fan saying that, so right? That's right, no bias there.
Oh, yeah, no, none.
So, you know, for something like that to happen, I feel like there's such a gray area in offensive pass interference and defensive pass interference on what they determine what is what. Because now it's like what I remember back then, defensive pass interference, right?
Mm-hmm.
That as a defender and you're running along stride the wide receiver, right?
Yep.
If you feel that the ball's going to him, you have to play the ball. You have to turn around and play the ball. If you can't just, like, if Papa K is the receiver and I'm the defender and the ball's coming in, I can't, over my head. But a lot of the times what they do is like, well, whiz, how do they know that the ball's coming in? I'm watching his eyes.
Yeah, but you can't do this.
I can't block him like
It's
this.
called face guarding.
Face guarding.
Yeah. Yep. They still
That's
call it
another
now.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want the defender to turn around to at least look at the ball. Now that you mentioned about pass interference, I think their calls are ridiculous now.
It's got a little out of control.
Yeah. Remember we were watching the Bills game, right, Sunday?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, right before the Bills tied the game with a field goal, the Bills defender was pushed down by Tampa Bay guy with both hands, and the ball went by him. I think it was Stephon Diggs, by the way. And the referee's right there, no call. They get the ball, Tampa Bay, and Brady throws one to Mike Evans, and, you know, the defender's all over him like this. 15, pass interference, spot foul. And by the way, that was the end of the game.
That's another one. Spot foul.
Well, that's always been.
That's always been there?
Yeah. The one thing I did is different now. Years ago, when the ball was in the air, you know now, right? They're fighting for the ball.
Yeah.
The defender couldn't touch the guy. I mean, he couldn't go like this. No. Right. Well, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Now, they let it go. You see how the guys fight for the ball? And sometimes when they don't call a penalty, they just said...
I remember a couple occasions, I think from Sundays, a few things I do remember, was didn't know who caught the ball at the time because you saw like the ball was coming in, defender got on it, the wide receiver had it, going down at the same time. They literally looked like
fighting,
like both of them had it.
Yeah.
And it was just who can rip it away from the other one faster.
Right. Till the referee decides who got the ball, who has possession.
Yeah.
Tough call. It doesn't happen too often, but still.
Still pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What else you got?
Okay. Okay. Not too many things left. Chop block. I agree with that.
Now, refresh my memory on the chop block.
If your running back is going and the offensive man goes for the guy that's trying to tackle you, and he hits him below the knees from the back.
From the back, chop block. Okay.
I've seen guys get seriously injured with that. Yeah, that I agree with.
That's no good.
That's a great call. You know, because he doesn't know it's coming.
No, I think, and that's why I feel that way about like roughing the passer, on certain regards.
When they
blindsiding him, because well, here's the thing though. I think at that point, you don't have much of an argument as a defender that you're going for the ball.
Right.
Because again, as a right-handed quarterback, getting hit from behind, I don't see you coming. You can't tell me that you're going for the ball. It's very difficult to go for the ball that way, right?
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get your hand on it is if I'm already in motion throwing it. And again, the odds of that happening with how quick the release is with these quarterbacks. It's
but the blindside tackle, you know,
it's a part of the game. But again, I feel
I blame the offensive line for that, for letting the guy get there. Your job is to do that. Here's another one I didn't write down, and might have cost us the Super Bowl in 2007. When the defender grabbed the guy, remember he grabbed Eli?
Yeah.
And he got away.
He literally had his jersey. He had his jersey like pulling it like that.
Well, years ago, which this rule didn't stay very long, the referee was told the play stopped.
Once the jersey's being pulled?
Once the guy was grabbing him, and they blew the whistle. They changed that. Thank
And
God.
you know what's crazy is like that was a moment in the game for those that didn't watch the 2007 Super Bowl. That was a moment.
Oh, biggest
Now-
thing I ever saw.
Eli was never known. I know we've gone over this 100 times, but it's one of my favorite plays to talk about.
Yeah.
Eli was never known then to be an elusive quarterback. He wasn't. He was a pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't a scrambler. He wasn't a Lamar Jackson.
No.
Or even like a Patrick Mahomes or anything. Like he liked to stay in the pocket, and he had a cannon for an arm, right?
At the time, yeah.
So seeing that unfold, the reason why we're happy that they allowed that penalty, like they didn't call
Ball
it.
penalty, yeah.
They didn't call it there was because of the catch, that famous catch by David Tyree on his helmet, going down with the ball. Never would have happened if they would have blew that play dead.
Yeah. But
they
I agree with the calls now because only if they had him in the grass, but they grabbing his shirt.
Yeah.
And he was elusive, he got away. But if they had him in the grass, then they would have called it, a dead ball.
You know something I find interesting? It just popped into my head, Dad. One of the things I find very interesting on that is this. Just to show how different, not to show how different. Baseball and football are two very different things.
Yeah.
But how very different the rules are is, I just showed you, they had Eli like this. Like they stretched his jersey out.
Yeah.
In baseball, the guy's up at the plate. If the pitcher
Nicks his shirt.
hits him right there,
Hit by pitch.
he gets first base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's interesting. Like that just popped into my head. The second we talked about it, I was like, wow, but in baseball, the uniform is considered part of the player. In football,
No.
it seems very different, right?
Same with the hockey.
Did we go through everything?
Yep.
Wow. This was wait, same thing in hockey. How? Oh, they allow
You
the
can
jersey
grab.
grab.
You can grab.
Yeah, you see a lot of that in the fights too.
Yeah.
They
I think
fight the hell out of each other.
Oh, one last thing about football. Horse collar was never a penalty.
Now, explain what horse collar is using me as an
You
example.
grab the guy like this by the back,
By his shoulder pads,
and you grab him the back of his jersey.
back of his
And pull him
jersey
in
and shoulder
backwards. They
pads.
said it's an injury that could really twist the guy's neck.
Yeah, but what we just talked about, hands to the face,
No.
that's not an injury to the neck
No.
waiting to happen.
I think one day they'll change that rule.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will.
Because, you can't penalize offensive, defensive lineman and not the running back or the receiver.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, without a doubt.
Because he's doing the same damn thing. He could possibly hurt this guy because he's trying to tackle him and you're pushing his head back. You could twist his neck, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very, hypocrisy.
Oh, that's what I was saying in the beginning.
Yeah. Why is it a penalty for those guys and not the other guy? Hello? Come on.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah. Oh, the only thing I forgot to mention, I had in the book, the extra point was always from the
Yes!
2-yard line. Now it's a 33-yard kick
What was the yard line?
from the 2.
Extra point. Offense scores a touchdown. That's 6 points. They're going for the extra point.
Yeah.
Kick was from the 2 yard.
Yeah.
It was a chip shot.
Oh, yeah.
Now this rule changed.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Had a little hiccup burp. I don't know what the hell just got stuck in there, but it's out now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't throw the flag on me, all right? But there was a chip shot. It was basically a guaranteed.
Yeah,
And
nothing anymore.
this was a rule change. And again, where is it from now?
Officially, when he kicks the ball, 33-yard line.
From the 33-yard line. We went from the 2. We brought it back 31 yards and was like,
Well, by the way, another thing I forgot to mention is the goal post
Yeah.
used to be on the goal line.
But I can see why they put that back.
Guys were running into the post.
Yeah. That's
Receivers.
dangerous.
So they changed that pretty fast. And the goal post, the posts are still where the front is, but the goal post is in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I saw many guys get hurt doing like.
I could see that.
Crossing patterns.
You know, oh yeah,
And both of them colliding.
quick slants.
Yeah, and run into the goalpost. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's one I didn't know. That's an interesting.
Oh yeah, I think they changed that pretty early though.
So. Yeah, they moved the ball back to the 33-yard line for an extra point, and the reason, and what I was getting into, is the extra point. They changed that because they were like, well, you know, people at home watching football, and this is my, you know, I believe this is like 99% of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody might be able to try to argue with me on this one, but I believe this is 99% of why the rule was changed, is this. People were walking away from the TV, or they were changing the channel, going, all right, Giants just scored. It's an automatic point. Let's see what this team's doing. And it was fucking ratings up.
Yeah.
And so now they wanted to make it so this way, okay, well, now we're putting it back here.
Yeah.
We're putting it 31 yards further away because guess what? It's not guaranteed anymore. No. When they first did that, you saw quite a few extra points. Like
every year.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah, you don't know anymore. A guy kicks a 57-yard field goal, and then he misses the extra point. Yeah. In the Jets game, when they lost to Philly, he missed 3.
So
Jet kicker.
There you go.
His coach didn't want to let him try a field goal because he couldn't make the extra point. So they went for it on 4th down.
Well, there you go. This is just some of the rule changes that we thought of over the last couple of days, and wrote down. I know there's
we covered most of them.
Most of them, but I'm sure from like, again, going back to 61 when you started watching, to 16 years ago for me when I started watching.
Yeah.
Like, just showing this is how much the sport has changed and where it's at now, and some for the better, some of these changes for the better, some for the worse. But I'm really happy that we got to talk about this one tonight because this was a subject that I was really interested in. Because I know I'm always yelling at the TV, at the refs, going, "What are you throwing a flag for?"
You know, in the 30s when Jim Thorpe was playing, there was no face mask penalty because there was none.
Yeah,
they played with leather helmets.
Leather helmets.
Yeah. How tough were those guys?
Oh my God.
Yeah, nobody's thinking about concussions in them days.
They didn't know about them back then.
Obviously, they didn't know about it in the 70s.
Yeah.
Until the guys started, the guys that retired started, dying.
Yeah.
No
good.
Great running backs, and whatever. And if it wasn't for the instant replay and the challenges now, I can't tell you how many games could have been changed. Big games.
Well, let's get into some more in a little bit. Gonna take a quick break real fast. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a bit, meow. All right, everybody, we're back from our break. How is everybody doing so far? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic week, everybody.
And coming up, Christmas is right around the corner. A little over a
Christmas
week
is
away.
next week. That's right. I know we Swift and I started wrapping some gifts. Heard you say
none.
Normally it's I'm not gonna lie, everybody. I'm normally the guilty one for putting Chris.
But I already bought everything for everybody. It's
Yeah.
just sitting in a room. But I will get I gotta start playing Christmas music.
Yeah.
Maybe watch George C. Scott doing Ebenezer,
There you go.
stuff like that.
There you go. Get that Christmas feeling going.
Watch Home Alone again the other day, both of them. Just the part when the kid destroys them.
Yeah.
Harry. Wait, grab the thing, and he had the electrical on.
Oh my
Kill
God.
that kid!
Actually, there's a speedrunner I follow on Twitch. His name's Arcus. Great speedrunner. I find very entertaining. Very calm. Very, he reminds, if I was to compare Arcus to, baseball, he reminds me of a Bartolo Colon. If a run goes bad, he's just,
Doesn't bother.
All right. Oh, okay. Let's move.
If he loves a home run, no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
still
I
throwing
feel
strikes.
like he's like the Bartolo Colon of speedrunning, where he's very calm the entire time.
Yep.
It's a very relaxed stream.
Yep.
Very nice. And I saw him. I bring him up because he was streaming. I caught a little bit of it. He was streaming the original game. No, thank you. I don't like to eat chocolate while I'm drinking. God damn that.
Sorry.
I didn't know you felt that passionate, but leave it. Yeah.
We're gonna go into it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta fix that now. Pops is apparently
Sorry.
extremely passionate about chocolate.
No, that was an accident.
You gotta remember, this is here. He said, "You don't want the fucking chocolate? Fine." Where's the thing? There it is. Here we go. There we go. Let's
Well,
try.
I already picked who I wanted before we started, so I'm sticking with it.
All right.
Not that I'm being influenced because I'm having a few.
You good? You good?
I'm ready.
All right. So what I was saying was, you could tell Pops is ready to do Pop. He's gonna get the board out. No. So what I was saying with Arcus is, I saw him. He was just streaming. He was doing a speed run of. And I didn't even realize they made Die Hard for the original Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah. And I always think and I know Grim had tweeted it out earlier, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. All right? It took place,
First two.
took place around this time of year.
Yep.
And so I thought it was really cool to see, just to see Arcus doing a speed run of Die Hard in December right now. I was like, oh, that's so badass. I was able to catch a little bit of it because I was at work, and we don't have great Wi-Fi at the job, so
Right.
a lot of, when I try to watch people doing an actual live stream on my phone, it comes through, it buffers a lot.
What other movies for Christmas? I think Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon,
That's definitely. I don't know about the second one, but definitely the first.
first one. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. So let's get into, before Pops and Cage just start swinging at the board again.
I'll knock the shit down. No,
Oh my God!
I'm only kidding.
Do you feel the energy in the room, people?
Excuse my language.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
This week's Pops Picks. You set the board up over here. Make sure we got it. Make sure we don't want any reflections off the TV here. And we don't want to block Papa Case handsome mug out. There we go. All right. So this week, hold on a second. We got Wild Man Dave in the chat. I'm upset my hockey team's losing right now.
Who's
Oh
his team?
no, oh no, oh no.
Is he Vancouver?
Vancouver?
Is he Vancouver?
No, that's JD. JD.
Okay. Who's his team?
What's the score right now? Wild Man? And yeah, the team. Papa K needs to know the team. I was thinking about it because I know I'm pretty sure. I think you're Vancouver as well, right?
I thought it was Vancouver.
Well, I know JD's Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Right, Wild Man?
He can't be the same team.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's a weird thing to say.
Okay. What was he saying?
The Bruins. All right, sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. The Islanders were up 2-0.
Had a total brain fart right there. And then the Islanders.
Who's this? Wild Man?
Wild, yeah.
Wild Man. Bruins are not the same team this year. You know, after Tuukka Rask, the goalie, retired, they're okay, and they got some good players, but they're just not playing up to par right now.
Yeah.
What I've seen, anyway.
Hockey's been a bit crazy lately.
Oh my
I
God!
feel. Where did? Oh, great! I lost the marker. Where'd the marker go?
I don't know.
There's another one on the fridge. Can you get that real quick? I put it on the
Oh,
board.
it's underneath your seat. See?
Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. We're back. Sorry.
Yeah. Two of the teams that have really been surprising that were in the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. The Islanders struggling. Montreal struggling. The Bruins struggling right now.
Yeah. And Wildman says they're losing to a low baller team.
Islanders.
Yeah. Which I know the Islanders were on quite the losing streak
Oh
for a
my
while.
God! Now the Devils. They lost 8 out of the last 9. Who started off pretty good. Now they're still stuck at 25 points.
Dude, that sucks though. That's rough, man. But you know what?
I don't feel bad. My Rangers are doing well.
I know you don't feel bad, but for Wildman Dave over here, you know he's not
Sorry,
too thrilled.
I was never a Bruin fan. The only guy I liked, well, man, my day, the best hockey player I ever saw, Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr.
The best hockey player I ever saw.
But what period? What period are they in?
Third. It's got to be the third.
Third
It's
period.
got to be almost over. Oh, no. It started at 7:30.
7:30, yeah.
It's got to be mid to late third.
Yeah. Okay. And we got the Wildman says, I thought the Bruins were gonna win a game, lose a game.
Like I said, they're not.
Yeah.
They haven't been consistent, but it's early.
Still a lot of hockey
There's only
left
30
in the
games
season.
in. There's still like 52 games left.
Yeah. I wouldn't stress it too much, bro.
Because when they go on a hot streak, forget it. They got some great players.
It's a third, and he says there's 9 minutes left in the game. That's a lot. There's still a lot.
Depending on what the score is.
2-0.
Oh, still 2-0?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's possible.
So.
Real fast on hockey last night, right? Chicago. I forgot who we were playing. Oh, Washington. It's 4-1, Washington. Chicago scores 3 goals in less than a minute and wins in overtime.
Wow. Wow.
That I haven't seen in a long, long time.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. 3 goals.
All right.
Let's go.
Wild man, it's good to have you here right now. If you want to be involved in this, let us know. We have quite a few really good games up here on the board. Getting into some Pops picks. Wild man says, don't even get me started with the Bills last week. Dude.
Terrible officiating, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know,
Hometown calls.
for however long I was coherent during that game,
I'm telling you.
I remember seeing a lot of things where I was just like, the officiating, that was a rough game to watch.
The only thing I blame the Bills on, when they went to overtime, they got the ball, right? They won the toss, and they did nothing. They went 3 and out. That was bad.
There was a moment though, even towards the end, where the end of regulation, where I was just I could you could almost see it in their faces, like
I thought the Bills were going to win that game. If that penalty was called, what I told you about?
Yeah.
Again, with the officiating, you call it against one team, but you don't call it against the other. I call it hometown calls.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was seeing that against the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants when they were really good.
Which, by the way, we got Wild Man Dave in the book right now. How's he doing on Pop's picks so
Okay,
far?
let's take a peek.
Let's take a look right now. Papa K, we've been keeping track of everybody so far. You know, this is gonna be really fun at the end of the regular
Not too
season.
good. 1 and 3.
All right, Wild Man, this is a week for you right now to
wanna catch up?
to play a little catch up. Put a little catch up on it. That's so fucking corny, I know. So this week we got the Broncos and the Bengals over here. We got Seattle Seahawks versus the Raiders. Papa K's got Patriots Colts. I've got Vikings Bears. over here, we got the Steelers, Titans, and then we got Eagles and Washington football team. So again, I'll go over that real quick. Wild man, if you want to get in on this, these open squares, you can pick one of these games. We'll put your name up there. You know how it goes. I don't have to go through it again. But here we go. Broncos, Bengals. Seattle, Seahawks versus the Raiders. Patriots, Colts. Vikings, Bears. Steelers, Titans. Eagles, Washington football team. So, you know what? While Wild Man is thinking about if he wants to join in Pop's picks, Pops, how about you start us off with yours? You got the Pats and the Colts. Who are you feeling this week?
Colts.
You're going Colts all the way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. We're going to underline the Colts for Pops. And Wild Man, if you agree with Pops on this one,
I think it means much more.
we'll put your name right over there.
The Patriots are right now like 2 games ahead of the Bills.
I like where Wild Man's at right now. He says, got to go all or nothing, so.
Yeah.
He's saying he's going Broncos. All right.
Ooh.
We got Wild Man Day. Let's put Wild Man up here. Wild Man's got. Hold on a second, Pops.
Okay.
He's going Broncos.
What are you playing?
Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals.
Pops is going Bengals.
Yeah. I saw Broncos not looking too good. Bengals need this game big time.
All right, so Wild Man's got the Broncos. He says Raiders. He's going Raiders over here.
Over who?
I'm going to put Wild Man again. Over Seahawks.
I go Seahawks.
Pops is going Seahawks.
The Raiders have shown me nothing, and
He's got Colts.
I got them already, right?
Yep, so we're going to put Wild Man in
All right,
there.
Wild Man.
Colts.
At least you agree with me once.
I typically disagree with Pops all the time.
You better be careful. I've been on a losing streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go over our stats right now?
You're 41-31. I'm 36-26.
Let's see. We got Wild Man's going Vikings.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm actually going Vikings as well. So we got Wild Man.
It's an old rivalry, but
We got Pops for this one.
Bears are out of it.
He's going Steelers.
Against?
Titans.
I'm going Titans.
Wild Man. Okay, hold on. He's going Steelers. You're going Titans.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then he's got the Eagles.
Me too.
So we got Eagles.
Yeah.
For Wild Man and Pops as well. All right, yo, we got JD coming in saying, "What's up, guys?" Yo, JD, how you doing, man?
All right, let's check his record out.
Yep, yo, we're doing Pops picks right now. How's JD doing so far?
0-1.
All right, JD. Well, if you want to get on the board, we got Broncos, Bengals, Seattle Seahawks versus the Raiders. Pats versus the Colts. Patriots versus the Colts. Vikings versus the Bears. Steelers versus the Titans. And Eagles versus the Washington football team.
When are they going to get a real name?
Pops.
I'm sorry.
I know, but this is what
You
they
agree?
settled on. This is
It's ridiculous, ain't it?
I don't thought they put a lot of thought into it, but
No, because they can't think of a name.
yeah.
That's why.
So
Ridiculous.
I think this is what we're stuck with for Washington. Same soup, different day. Let me do. Oh, JD says, let me do some research. All right. So while JD's doing some research, I get to dive in on some of these games.
Go ahead. Let's see who you want.
And so let's see. We're gonna go to the Broncos Bengals here. Man, it's really tough to go against Joe Burrow on this one.
They lost a heartbreaker against 49ers.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Bengals on this one with Pops. So I'm coming over here as well.
No help.
What?
Because if I win, you win. I don't gain any ground.
Hey,
Not that I'm going anywhere.
Listen. You had an opportunity. You named them all off first. All right. This wasn't. I didn't come in here. You know, he picked it. You picked the teams with Wild Man. All right. I picked one team so far.
No, you didn't. You picked the Vikings.
That's one team.
And you picked the Bengals.
Now I just did. I said I had picked one team so far before. Listen, you know what I mean, man.
Keep going.
Come on.
I like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. What's his name? Fucking. That's that love.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. So we got over here. We got Seahawks, Raiders. Oof. So we got Wild Man went with the Raiders. Pops went with Seattle here.
Raiders show me nothing.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I feel like Seattle's what they got 5 wins.
He just came back. They won 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
And by the way, his injury, I think, is over. Remember, he had a broken finger on his throwing hand.
Yeah.
So when he came back, he wasn't the same player. Now,
We say he's back.
well, the last 2 games, he scored 30 points and better.
30 points or better. Okay. Fair enough. And Wild Man over here saying Chiefs and Chargers playing. I'll keep you all updated. 14-10 Chargers.
Yeah,
Yo, I appreciate that, Wild Man. You're a gentleman and a
Yeah.
scholar, good sir. Appreciate you. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go with. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Wild Man on this one. I'm going Raiders.
Okay.
I'm going Raiders here.
They've really, like I said, since Gruden retired or resigned,
Yeah.
not been the same team.
Now, this is what's interesting is you and Wild Man both picked the Colts, all right? Now,
I think they need the game more.
I think they need the game more, but the Patriots are the kind of team, Bill Belichick is the kind of coach where he's just like, I don't care if we're beating you by fucking 4 touchdowns. We're still going for another one.
Every time.
Every time.
And
So,
rightfully so.
I got to go with the Patriots on this one.
I think they're in for a bad game.
I think...
They won 6 in a row. I think they're in for a loss. Like Kansas City tonight. Even though I said I would have picked them, I think they're ready for a loss.
Who's the home team?
I don't know.
Does anybody know when it comes to the Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts?
You wrote it down, so I figured the way you wrote it down is
No. The way I write it down is just
not the home team.
No.
Okay.
Because I feel at that time I just read it how I see it on fantasy football.
I got a feeling the Colts are going to be home because the Patriots have been home for a while now.
Wild Man said he's going to check real quick. Because I tell you what, if the Pats are home, forget about it. They're gonna blow out the Colts. Watch.
I don't know. Carson Wentz has really been playing good again.
Now I did go with the Vikings already against the Bears. I just feel like the Bears season,
Out of it.
they're done. It's
They're done.
over. It's
They're
goodbye. Meanwhile, the Vikings over here, which we all know, they have something still to play for.
Still alive.
They're still alive in the hunt for what, a wild card?
That's it.
That's it. So they're
They're
still
not catching the Packers.
They're not catching the Packers.
Was, by the way, top team in the NFC now. When Arizona lost, Packers took over. Number 1 team. Because they beat Arizona.
Oh, and okay.
So they're the number 1 seed right
So
now.
they're 10-3, but
they're still number 1 seed.
still the number 1 seed. Shit. Yep. We got Wild Man saying Lucas Oil Stadium. That has got to be the Colts.
Yep.
All right, so the Colts are the home game. I'm still feeling the Patriots on this one, though.
Good.
Wild Man is saying he wants to go Bengals. Oh, no, wait, sorry. JD. Sorry. JD is going Bengals as well.
Good.
All right.
Way to go, JD. He's a cook.
Wild Man's a cook.
Oh, wow, man, he's a cook.
Well,
I
actually,
thought
no.
you were
JD also knows a thing or two.
Okay.
Because JD introduced us to the cherry cola glazed ham, which we'll be enjoying Christmas. I can't wait. I'm so excited. My man JD, thank you so much for introducing us to that, bro. That shit is fucking delicious. I don't care if I cursed and I said it very blatantly. It is fucking delicious. Let's go.
See, I didn't bring him up this way. To curse.
I gotta say out of his mouth. I gotta say. We got JD's going Seahawks.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm telling you, watch out for this guy.
He's going Titans.
Thank you.
And let's see. Pats. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
It's hard to bet against Belichick, but
Vikings. Nobody trusts the Bears anymore.
No. They got their ass kicked by the Packers, so, they're out of it.
He's going Eagles.
Now, the one problem, I'm going with the Eagles too, but I don't know if Justin, what's his name? The quarterback. He didn't play.
Hurts?
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he didn't play last game.
Not Justin, Jalen Hurts.
Sorry, I was thinking of somebody else.
You're thinking of Justin Herbert, who's playing tonight.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be a stud in the NFL. Good-looking guy.
All right, so wait, so JD's 0-1, right?
Yeah.
So this would put...
If he follows me, it'll probably be 0-5.
Well, he didn't follow you on everything, so he's got a chance.
He's got a prayer.
He's got a chance right now.
Okay, gotcha.
He's actually got a chance to probably, I think, even it out too. I'm trying to do the math in my head, which I'm failing terribly at right now. I don't know the players, but by stats, I kind of hope the games are as usual.
What do you mean?
Because he doesn't know the players too well as of right now. You got to remember something. JD just started getting into football.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, JD, are you going to be doing Wildman and JD? I got to ask the both of you this question, actually.
Yeah.
And anybody else watching. This is one thing that I really enjoyed last season is I know JD had tweeted out his spread that he had set up to watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're talking about food again, right?
Yeah, we're talking about food again.
Thanks.
Everybody's got little treats that they put together during the Super Bowl. I really liked what JD had put together. Wildman, are you going to be putting together a spread for Super Bowl Sunday come February? Because I know Papa K, you and I are going to be getting together. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it all across the breakfast
I'll make
bar.
potato pancakes.
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it.
That's for sure.
And Wildman says, beer.
That's
Beer.
automatic.
And more beer.
Yeah.
Well, I know with Wildman's culinary artistic abilities. Oops, excuse me. I would love to see. I was thinking about even putting in the Discord because, like, I have a music panel. I think I'm doing about just a food section because we have so many foodies.
You know what else I want to make? I have so many of them in the freezer. Pierogies.
Pierogies. Oh my God! You
Boil them and then fry them in like oil or butter.
Butter.
Nice and brown.
But you got to throw. J Swift puts a little garlic salt across the
Well,
top.
you can do that when you get it.
There you go. But yeah, I'm just thinking about doing that. Is putting like a food panel in my Discord.
Hopefully,
people
some
can
company
post
this
pictures.
Year. Nobody
and
showed
just,
up last year.
well, friggin' J Swift had to go away.
Well, I know that, but
You
this
know.
year. But I'm saying all your other friends, nobody showed up.
Well, we're gonna keep trying. Again, I had a great time regardless.
Me too.
Even though it was just you and me. We had the board out. All the Super Bowl
I had
picks.
a great time. Yeah.
That was
Almost
awesome.
won both. I picked the right team, but the wrong over and under.
But you came up short, Pop. Sorry.
No, Kansas City would score 9 points. Come on.
I was right.
All they had to score was 21. I would have won both.
All right, where didn't I pick yet? Oh, I still got the Steelers and Titans here. You know what, guys? I got to go Steelers on this one.
Wow. Thank God. They ain't got a prayer.
I don't know. I just feel like, again, with the Titans missing Derrick Henry,
Yeah, but they're still a way better team than the Steelers.
I feel like this is a
Ben
game.
Roethlisberger, retire, please. You're done.
I feel like this is one he's going to pull out of his ass. All right?
I don't think so. No.
Let's see. Wildman says, and if I come over to y'all's house, I'll make you's favorite.
Ooh.
The Papa K and the Mr. Whiskers. Ooh. Oh.
Make your reservations now.
Oh, the door's already open, Wildman. Just you know. We'll even hold it for you so this way you can bring that tray of greatness in.
Tell me what kind of beer you like.
There you go.
A treat.
Papa K says he'll treat.
Without a doubt.
Let's go.
You done?
No, I still got to pick
Ooh.
the Eagles and the Washington football
Tough
team.
game. Big game for both. As far as the wild card.
Oh my God! And then you're making potato pancakes. I'm gonna gain like fucking 20 pounds
Okay,
just from
one
Super Bowl
night.
Sunday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yes.
ridiculous. Wildman says, "I'll Kool-Aid I'll Kool-Aid man that door wide open. Have you ever seen the Kool-Aid commercials where he comes bursting to the wall?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wild man coming in with a mini keg in one arm.
Any predictions? Who you think is going to be in the Super Bowl at the moment? Or is it way too early?
Hold on, let me finish my pick.
Go ahead.
Let me finish my pick there, Bats.
Yeah.
I almost dropped the fucking this thing again. The marker. The marker. Sorry. I actually think that the Washington football team is going to take this game too.
Good.
You hear like Papa K's got like this like weird evil scientist thing going on. I can't see his face, but I hear his voice on the other side of the board. I can see your face now.
You're picking against me.
But just like the way...
So if I win, I'm going to catch you a little bit.
Did anybody else hear the tone in his voice, or is it just me? It sounded like he was doing this behind me. Excellent. Good. Yes, pick against Papa K, yes. Yes.
No.
Yes, make all the wrong decisions.
Well, I hate when you pick the same team.
That's
me because then I can't gain any ground.
That's not my fault.
I'm not saying it is your fault. I like it when you pick opposite. And usually it works against me because you win and I suck.
From the start. Wildman Dave says from the start. Yeah, it's excellent. Yes, Wiz. Yes, choose wisely, son.
Are you on drugs?
On this.
Does
this count? Does this count? Works for me.
No, sir. I don't do drugs.
Let's see. JD says, I don't know. I might go out this year, see what the wife wants to do. All right, man.
Oh.
All right. Like your style.
All right.
You're not going to punch the board again, are you?
No.
You sure?
Wow, we got a lot of names here.
Love it.
Where's Jay Swift? She's not part of the show today.
Well, yeah, she's out and about right now.
She always gets involved.
Well, you know what, though? The fact that she lives here, she could get involved then. If she wants to. Oh, shit. 14-13 Chargers. So they got the KC got a field goal.
All right, it was 14 what?
10. It was 14-10.
Okay.
And right now, 3-1 Islanders. Oh, how much time left in the Islanders game? I know, but if they pull the goalie, what is it got to be like? Especially if there's a lot of, you never know. There could be like a couple minutes left. Was that the final? Was that the final for the Islander game, Wildman?
2 minutes left in the game. Started at 7:30.
Oh, it's over, he says.
Okay, yeah.
And JD says the boys at work are in fantasy league together all year. Oh, shit. Dude, JD, we're going to be making some moves this season in our league. Okay. Where I know, right now we got a 12-person league going.
And I won Monday. I mean, this week.
Yeah, you won this week. Papa K is now 3-11.
Where are the Packers this week?
And you beat, what's crazy though?
I beat the guy that's in first.
He beat the guy in the first place who's fucking only lost lost 3 games.
Yeah, hey.
You're one of them.
I'm a spoiler.
I told you. I said, watch. You're gonna spoil some people's seasons.
Watch my team do great this week.
There you go. Let me hold on a second. Papa K just likes to fuck with me.
When it comes.
He put so many candy wrappers in the empty Miller
you took
Lite
them out.
box. I took some of them out. There was so many in there. I felt like you like a kid in a candy store, just going crazy over here while I'm setting the show up. This is out of control. This is out of control, people. I don't.
Final. Islanders are starting to win.
Fucking McGah. Ow! Oh, you want one too?
Oh no, I'll just leave.
Well, then it would just be the Wiz Sportscast. That's fucking
I
weird.
just walk out. Who bought the beer? I'll just leave.
I mean,
No, you bought the beer. No, you didn't.
now he's talking to himself.
I bet.
See, I do the same thing.
What do you say?
The wild man said, I do the same thing.
Yeah. Meaning?
Just
Anything
leave.
what?
I think that's what we were just talking about.
Oh.
But no, what I was saying is, JD, hell, wild man, if you want to get involved, I think we're gonna be cutting a few people next season. We got a 12-person league in our fantasy league right now, and honestly, and I know JD, that you've gotten into football a little bit. I know. You know, you don't know a lot of the players and everything, but this is quite the way to learn the players on the teams. Right, Pops?
Yeah, right.
You've seen it now that you joined this season.
If I was in 11th, I would pick a lot of different guys.
Yeah. I don't know if I have time to do a fantasy league. Well, here's the thing, though. The beautiful thing about a fantasy league is the games are our fantasy game. They don't start till Thursday night, right? Okay. So, like, we even set Pop's roster, like his lineup, his starting lineup. We started before we do the show. I do mine on my phone during the week. You get the app, and then, like, if you're at work or on your lunch break, you could just go into the app, set your lineup. It's fine. The only time that, you know, you would need to make time for is draft night, which is really important.
Saturday.
Would be, well, you know, we try to set it up for, like, a Saturday night because a lot of people have off on Sundays. Not everybody has off on Sundays, but we try to work with it. But there are ways around that, too. You can set up your queues for the players that you want in the order that you want them, and if they're not taken when it comes to your pick, you're automatically draft them. It's an auto draft system. Or if you're not there, the computer will automatically draft your team for you. I think regardless, you would be able to participate in it, do an auto draft if you couldn't do a Saturday night with us for the initial draft, and from there, I know Oopsie does it all the time. He'll auto draft. He'll take the best players that he feels are going to do great for his team, and he'll get rid of what the computer grabbed for him and start going into the waivers and shit like that, trying to trade.
Pick out his own guys.
Pick out some other players that maybe weren't noticed.
Speaking about trades, what happened with that trade move? Too late anyway.
No.
Gallup and Chubb? That's too late.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be done on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that got a little fucked up there. See, that right there, it's hard because...
I would have definitely took him this week facing the Giants.
Because it starts, so fantasy, the week starts on a Thursday, ends Monday night. All right? But, again, we're still in the middle of this season. JD, you'll have all of the offseason to think about it. And we normally do our drafts in August. So if you're interested at that point and you feel like you want to do it,
August.
You know, I'm sure we could keep a spot open for you, dude. Because I know, we're definitely going to be getting rid of a couple of people that we're trying to find.
Don't mention them.
No. We want people to compete. You know, it's a free league. There's no money involved in this. It's all for the fun of it. Because I really enjoy. I enjoy the hell out of it every year.
Oh yeah. Really?
You know, he's like in last place. That's why he's not excited right now.
But I was happy this week. I won.
I know.
My guys came
Let's
through.
go again. Let's go.
Who the Packers playing this week?
Packers are shit.
We didn't even see.
No, I didn't.
By the way, we didn't even mention the Saturday night games. Saturday afternoon. There's 2 this week.
That's right. Now that college football is over, NFL is going to be on Saturday nights.
Or both.
Yeah. So that's true.
Yeah.
There's Saturday night NFL now. 2 games this Saturday. You said, right?
Yeah. And probably the rest of the season.
But, okay, good. So JD says, but I am super competitive. I will want to know who is who and what's best. Good. Love that. Good. So, JD, that's exactly the kind of fantasy football player we're looking for.
Yeah.
Because we've had a couple of moments during our season. Not throwing any names out there. You know, sometimes you forget.
Sometimes you don't give a damn.
Sometimes you don't give a damn. I know, Pops, even though you're in last place, he sets his lineup every week, going for a win.
Yeah. If I had the right players, I'd be in first. Well, maybe not first.
Maybe not, but you'd definitely be competing.
I'd be in running.
You'd be in the running.
Yeah.
If
I had like the
but Pops, there was a lot of choices you made this season. People that you put on the bench.
Yeah, I know.
That those were games that you could have won.
But
there was a couple times
they did nothing for me, like 4 games in a row, and then all of a sudden I dropped them, benched them, and I get 40 points.
Let's see. JD says, if you don't find anyone, hit me up, dude. Definitely will do, man. Definitely.
The best guy in my this year has been Aaron Rodgers for me.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
I would take him again next year if I had to pick.
Okay, interesting.
Believe me. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's a professional.
But this would be awesome. So that we get JD in it.
Right.
Like I said, I think that there are already. I know Swift was talking. We're in a 12-person league right now. Right. We're already talking about 4 potential cuts. We're not going to do another 12-person league next year because it really makes really difficult to pick players.
What's
towards
the
end of
extent?
draft.
How high can it go?
We like doing a 10-person league. This way, everybody has a pretty good
chance
a good chance at getting decent players on their team, depending upon your strategy on how you go
12
about
is too
it.
many.
12.
Yeah. In my case, just not to be.
Because
funny.
you're looking at not to be funny, but 12 is too many because it's an additional 30 players that disappear.
Yeah,
That
I
normally
can't
10 teams can choose from, and another 30 players to add to your roster.
Okay.
So
you got a better chance of getting better players with 10.
But yeah, no, I'll definitely be hitting you up. Like I said, our goal is we're gonna be Jay Swift is the commissioner. She sets all the rules and everything like that. I know she keeps saying she doesn't want to do it, but that's good. We're gonna try to get hey, we keep the complaining to a minimal.
I'm just saying what she said.
No, but she's doing such a great job as commissioner. I really don't want to see her, put the crown down, whatever you want to say.
I hear you.
She does a stand-up job as commissioner of this league.
Stand up.
And she really, even, I'll give you a prime example. Something that Swift will do is if you forgot to set your lineup, as the week's going on and you got a couple people that have a bye week or are out or injured, She'll contact you and be like, yo, you need to set your lineup.
Oh.
Even if you're facing her. She doesn't like to win.
Fair.
Yeah. She
I would say, no, how would you?
Yeah. No.
You forgot?
That's what I said. But
I'm
again,
ruthless.
I'll give even Bear down in our league. He messaged me the morning of you realize you have a person that has COVID in your starting lineup, and I didn't realize it.
Think about how many this week.
And he was facing me. So we do have a competitive league, but also, everybody wants to win. They want to earn that win. Legitimately. So, without a doubt. I mean, hell, we get fucking... And another fun thing, too, is JD, your chat. When we're doing a fantasy draft, they always have, a chat queue so you can talk a little shit or get a little hype going or say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to do.
Well, I can't do that. I'm 3-11.
Well, no, but when we do the draft, remember draft night?
If I'm 3-11, that's 14 games. That means 2 games left. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't do game 17, right?
Well, game 17 is the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah, obviously.
Game 17 is the playoffs.
Are you out of the box now?
I have to win the last 2 games of the season, and I need people to lose.
You're 7-7.
Yeah.
Sean beat you this past week?
I want to talk about it.
No, I'm asking. Did he?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
7-7. You know my record.
Well, you told me.
I was 7-6.
Well,
now I'm 7-7.
Yeah, I can do math.
And then you asked me if I won. Can you do math?
Yes. That's math.
I'm fucking with you. But no, I actually need.
I took calculus.
Listen, I'm not. You were an honor student.
I don't know why.
I barely. There was a moment where I was like, I'm barely making it out of this right now. Yeah. I'm not the sharpest. I'm not the dullest tool in the shed, but it sure is. Wait, I think I fucked that up. Okay, never mind.
I gotta give credit.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Not to extend it, but calculus. Wow. If you know calculus, you're very smart. Not that I'm saying I'm smart. I took it. I didn't do so well in it.
No, you got me beat. I was never an honor roll student.
Yeah, calculus. Wow. You have to.
I had such a hard time.
A genius.
It was for me in school. I didn't start doing well until junior and senior year, and I was especially senior year. When I was you're allowed to pick all your courses, and I loaded everything up with history and social studies because that was the shit that I was the most interested in. Yeah, I was the most interested in that. I was able to get.
You did careful French.
I did terrible in French.
Yeah.
I did terrible in French. Once I had everything was. Social studies and history.
That always bothered me about school. Not to stay with school, but
when I had a 93 overall average.
Yeah, when I was a freshman and a sophomore.
That's fucking crazy.
You had to take what they offered. Now, when you became a junior and a senior, you had a little bit of a choice. Not much. Not in my school. But you had a choice.
Yeah.
And, boy, the choices were really good. Calculus or physics.
Oh, my God. Dude, I had to take economics. Oh. You know, let me tell you something. I had to do a lot of like, which was really great of my teacher at the time.
Mm.
He allowed, like, you know, they didn't really do after school in economics, but like he could tell I was struggling like so much in this. He goes, listen, do you want to? You need this. You need these credits to graduate. He goes, do you want to pass this? Because otherwise you're gonna have to take it again next year. And this was like my sophomore year. And I was like, I don't want to do this again because I still this entire quarter I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was me.
And then he goes, listen, we'll do some after school. I'll stay and I'll help you out. And I thought that was amazing. I passed with a 68. 65 was passing.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me tell you something. Staying after, it helped a lot.
Yeah, because you could have failed.
And again, it wasn't something that they normally did in that particular class. Was they didn't? There wasn't like, you know, there was like after school detention and shit like that. Yep. You know, it wasn't like he was staying on his time to help me out. So
I'll give you an example.
Mr. Dorito,
really,
thank you.
Stay quick on my school. Very strict. All Hallows Institute, right? Sophomore year, it's geometry.
Yeah.
And these students we had, heaven didn't give a shit about what was going on. So it's the class, and I never forget his name. His name was Rowan, Mr. Rowan. He was the teacher. And he explains this formula in geometry, right? Guy in the back raises his head. I never forget his name, Palmieri. He goes, Mr. Rowan, I didn't get all that. Can you repeat what you just said? He goes, you didn't get all that? He goes, no. He goes, well, that's just too goddamn bad.
Oh my God!
I was on the floor, and I was like 15.
Yo, Wild Man saying Doritos. I want some. I know he used to get. Wild Man. He used to get toyed with a lot. When I was in school, because it was them. But he was very easygoing. So he's like, he knew like his last name was, Doritos. You know.
That was his name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Doritos.
Oh my God. It's like one of my favorite chips.
Yeah. Wild Man saying he wants some too.
I think Jay Swift loves them too.
Yeah. I actually have a food aversion to them. I can't eat them. I think I got really sick off of them one time, and now just even, like if I try to eat one, my stomach's immediately like, whoa, chill the fuck out.
You want to know a funny story real fast from my school days?
All right, do it.
All right. It's Latin. And again, the guy's a student.
That's right, you took Latin.
5 years. And he's really a bad student. So in Latin, 75% of the English language comes from Latin. And there was a word, it was called facio, was to make. That's what it means, to make.
Facio.
Yeah, F-A-C-I-O. But you conjugate it in tenses, right?
Okay, yeah, no conjugation in French.
So Alan Nagel was his name. He goes, can you repeat the conjugation of facio? So he was what'd you say, from Hong Kong?
Oh God, where is this going? Where is this going?
He goes, again? He goes, fuck you, fuckera, fuck you. That was the last F-A-C-U-I. Everybody in the room was hysterical. And this guy was a priest.
Oh my God.
Yes, he was from the Philippines.
Oh my God.
And he couldn't understand why we were laughing.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, fuckera, fuck you. And the guy that asked the question, he knew.
Holy shit, that's great. That's a great, I like that. That's a great fucking story. Oh my God.
I was on the floor.
Oh my God.
We had another brother real fast. I loved to drink. And we knew it. We were seniors now, right?
Yeah.
And he loved to smoke. Because I saw him in the bar with other teachers one time. So he came in, he's all hungover and red. And he looks at us, he goes, I need a cigarette. He goes, if you guys want to smoke, just open the windows. So he let us smoke in the class.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, I'm sure back then. Like,
yeah. This guy's face was as red as a cherry.
Yeah. I would say like the awesome in the leniency, because I get like,
But, we were so naive. We didn't think
yeah, no,
Irish Christian brothers smoke, drank. did anything bad.
Yeah.
We forgot they were humans. They were in a strict code,
We're all
following
humans.
religion. You know, religious.
Things.
My God,
Yeah.
how hard it was for those guys to follow that train of thought of being religious.
Oh yeah, especially like, with strict rules.
They were
and
like
everything
priests.
that, yeah.
They had the collar, everything.
And you'd see them later on in the bar afterwards.
When I was a senior, yeah.
Senior.
Phase and A's. I'm going to the bar. There they are.
Right,
in the
drinking
corner,
age
in the
was
booth.
so much different back then. That's right.
Drinking, yeah. Mr. Buffet, Paul Gurney. Yeah, all them guys.
Well, listen, we're gonna start shutting it down here. Pops, you got anything else you want to add?
Real
right
fast, Rangers last night. What a nice
Now? Oh,
comeback.
that's right. That's right.
Playing a crappy team, losing 2-1, 6 minutes to go. Coyotes take a penalty. Zibanejad scores. All right, it's 2-2.
I know power play goal.
Yeah.
I heard that this morning on the radio.
It's a power! Sam Rosen. 2:18 left. Capo scores his second goal. And they win 3-2. Big win because, Valaket said, this is the team that can lull you to sleep. They're not very good. They only had 8 wins.
Yeah.
And he
Put
says,
you into a false sense of security.
yeah, because he says, now you know you're going to face the Golden Knights on Friday at home, who's a pretty good team. And boom, and it came through.
Easy with your foot, your hand and your foot. He had me put
there
the
ain't much
seat
room
back
there.
a little bit, and now you're getting too comfortable.
You know what the big thing right now with the Rangers is? I told you yesterday, they only scored 7 goals in 4 games.
Hold on a second. We got JD saying, I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Go.
interrupt you. But JD says, kind of like Canucks versus Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets, Columbus Blue Jackets is a pretty good team. They were anyway. I don't know about this year.
I don't know. I think that's a good matchup, though.
What?
That
for
should
what?
be. That should be hockey. I think that's an.
I mean, is he talking about a playoff game or just a regular?
No, I think that game is coming up. Is what he means.
yeah.
Because otherwise, he would. I'm pretty sure he would have started with playoffs. I'm feeling this.
No,
right?
playoffs are not.
So I'm sure
April.
this is a game that's coming up.
Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
If
Let's go. Let's
they're
go.
playing in Vancouver, yeah, tonight.
I have now become hanging out with everybody. I have become more partial to the Vikings, the Canucks, everybody other. When I hear shit on the radio in the morning, I'm like, oh yeah, I know freaking Wild Man's gonna be excited about that, or Grim, or JD's gonna be pumped about that win.
Kind of hope the Vikings win for Grim's sake too.
Everybody went Vikings strong on this one.
His hockey team is pretty good. The Wild are very good this year.
Minnesota.
His basketball team sucks, and his baseball team, we will know because we may not play baseball this year.
That's we'll get into that. We'll get into that next week.
No talk.
I don't want to get into that now.
We're not even going to get into it because there's no talks.
I know, but there are things to talk about it. So we'll talk about it next week. Anywho, again, this was a lot of fun. I love where Pop's picks has been going. Seeing everybody's choices, everybody's picks, dude.
Oh, yeah, everybody got involved. The 2 guys, JD and Wildman.
Hell yeah, man.
They're going to be on the board next week.
Big time.
We'll find out by Sunday.
Let's see if we get to.
See, we can find out after we finish. Who's playing Saturday?
Who's playing Saturday? All right. You killing me over here, Pops. But
Because I want to go.
I'll do it.
I want to go see Marion. Because
have
next
to put
week,
the game on.
Next week, I'm not going to go see them because it's Christmas
Day.
Christmas Eve. Oh, Christmas Day. You're right.
No,
Saturday.
it's Saturday. It's
I'll
Christmas
be
Day.
Jay Swift's mom's house.
Yeah.
So I really want to go there Saturday. And maybe hang out with them. I don't care about the game. I'll watch the game, the next game at night. But I want to see, wish
Oh
them
yeah.
Merry
I'll yes.
So just find out if you can for me later.
Not a problem.
Yeah,
Not a problem. I can do it on the computer. All right.
Okay. All right, folks.
Got to tackle the dog. Has an ear infection. Oh no.
Who?
Catch you next time. JD says the dog's got an ear infection.
Ouch.
Oh my God.
Bedtime.
I hope that. Well, he says he's got to tackle the dog, so that means they got the medication.
Okay.
Good luck with that. From how I read that in chat, JD, it sounds like your dog is not very compliable.
You know me, JD. I love dogs.
Yep, he's a big dog fan.
Oh my God, I love them.
Big fan of dogs. We're just a big fan of animals in general.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's
There's
why
a
God's
fucking
gonna love me.
3-foot ball python sitting next to you.
Yeah.
All right, does that not say enough?
I was watching a religious show for about 20
Dude.
minutes today. A guy says, "Are you going to heaven?" I said, "Yeah, I love animals.
But yo, JD.
Hate humans, but
Whoa,
I'm only kidding."
He's only kidding. But good luck with that, JD.
Don't you think
It
dogs are more
shouldn't be-
lovable than humans? I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're asking the fucking coolest cat on Twitch. Do I think dogs are more lovable?
No,
you didn't catch
especially
the you didn't
dogs.
catch the joke there, Dad. Because I'm Mr. Whiskers.
Gotcha.
There's a big cat emblem
Gotcha.
right there, and you're asking me about dogs.
I love dogs. I love cats too.
I love animals. I love animals.
You know, your dog saw a cat today. Didn't even go. Woo. Saw a dog, went crazy.
I know she's a lunatic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because she has two cats in the house, right?
Lucy is a lunatic.
Yeah. She didn't flinch. The cat was like looking at her. She looked at. Yeah, see it. I got two of them at home.
All right, everybody. Again, JD, good luck with the pookster, the puppy.
Oh yeah, please.
Wild Man Dave, always a pleasure chit-chatting with you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your evening and a fantastic weekend. Get ready. Christmas is coming up next week. We're going to be on the regular schedule because of how the holiday falls. So Tuesday night for gaming, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And, of course, Thursday night with this man over here, Papa K, for the Pops and Wiz Sportscast.
Getting real excited
8:30
for Christmas
p.m.
Eve.
Let's go. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic... I already said that. Take it easy, Mal. There's
Later.
not much more to say. Take it easy, everybody.